Today, in this warm weather, we gather to celebrate the completion of a mural project that took over a year to come to fruition. We began with a dream and no money. That dream formed a partnership between Norfolk Avenue Block Club Number 1, the Tool Library. I know someone from the Tool Library is here. GObike. I know we have some people here from GObike. Moslow Bros. Delavan Gaiter Community Center. Are any of the board members or Candace here yet?
Right here.
Like, that's my friend. And visual artist Julia Bottoms. Through the partnership, we secured 2 grants totaling $10,000 from the Arts Services Inc. Is Ms. Desiree here? Thank you so much. Thank you for believing in our dream. We sat through 2 of those classes, and I didn't think that we would be here today, and I thank you. We thought, every time we thought that we were 2 steps ahead, we were always 4 steps back. And that's when KeyBank and the Buffalo Masten District helped us out. And I want to thank all of you who allowed us to turn our vision into reality and to trust us that we can execute a plan of this magnitude. I appreciate all of you. But thanks to the kindness of Dave and Robin Moslow, we're standing in front of this mural today.
And the relationship we've been able to build with our neighbors. I don't think that in the past 60 years the Moslows have ever felt more a part of this community. And this block club has been key in helping us build relationships here, not only with the residents, but with people from Tool Library who have planted these trees long before we even knew what was going on. There were trees here. Like, where did they come from? So it's just part of what this is all about, is being community. We have GObike, the trail. It's beautiful. The Parkway is a beautiful site on the east side here.
One of the primary purposes of a block club is to improve the quality of life within the local area, which includes neighborhood improvement. This mural unveiling is a perfect example of that. I won't go into details because I think Angie actually is going to touch on this later, but there are studies out there that actually shows that murals can lead to, crime reduction and reduction in blight as well. And I think this mural right here is going to not only do that, but it's going to also uplift this community.
And I want to thank you, young lady, for doing this and keeping that parkway clean. I'm sure it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Okay, so we'd like to thank all of you for coming out and showing your love and respect for our family. Thank you very much, especially my family.
I am just here to congratulate Miss Angie, to the Norfolk Block Club, to the surrounding block clubs. You all keep our community alive. Look at this. Look how amazing this is. And to Ms. Bottoms and little Miss Tiffany, amazing. Ms. Bottoms, thank you for just keeping our neighborhood bright and beautiful, right? We live on the east side of Buffalo, and a lot of people like to say negative things about the east side of Buffalo, but this is my home. We are love here. We are light here. So thank you, Julia. Thank you, Miss Angie. Thank you to Miss Tiffany and to all of our block clubs for keeping our community light and shiny. Congratulations.
Our relationship started with GObike when there was a plan in place for the East Side Trails Project, which was going to connect communities with the bike trails. And that relationship grew to where we are today. And we appreciate GObike, everything that you do for us. Not only are you here for our cleanups, you're here for our National Night Out, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Over the last few years, we've been really fortunate to work with community partners, including Angie and Candace, to help create the vision for the East Side Trails, which will connect William Gaiter Parkway to LaSalle Station and Main Street in the north and to Bailey Avenue in the south, and create safe, accessible community green space and new transportation opportunities through the East Side. Throughout that process, we heard from the community members about the importance of celebrating the East Side's history and creating a stronger sense of place along the East Side trails and William Gaiter Parkway. This mural is an embodiment of that community desire and signals to East Side residents to use the trail now and in the future that this is a space that belongs to them. It's a space that celebrates those that came before us and the generations of Buffalonians still to come.
Partnerships, collaborations, and beauty are what's needed in our community. So the opportunity for me and my co-leaders and our 50 Girl Scouts to not only clean William Gaiter Parkway, but to talk about the issues of litter, to erase apathy in our young people, and to create beauty all over, wherever they are. This project, the symbols, Troop 30015 created. They did this work. Youth are so important. Their ideas, their insight. Sometimes we have to take a side seat. Let's just remember that they are part of our community too.
Gaiter was a good friend of mine. We worked together. And of course, I like to say, young Mr. Gaiter was one of my students. Back years ago, maybe 50 years ago.
Wait a minute, I'm not that old.
The other young lady over here will go back about 50 years. And so it's so great to see them. It's so great to see you because so many people here that I'm surprised. Now, the reason this came about is somebody just heard that I knew something about it. Now I've learned a lot. I learned a lot. Seeing how this was done, seeing this block club, and just being excited about today, thinking about yesterday. Because Mr. Gaiter and I go back 50 or 60 years, but it seems like yesterday.
As most of you know, our Juneteenth, which we just celebrated the 49th year, came from the BUILD organization under the vision of William Gaiter. So we just jumped at the chance to be able to come and engage with the Girl Scouts and give them some ideas about Juneteenth. And just this is very important. We're the second largest in the country, and it's just all because of this man here and the BUILD organization.
It's an honor to have my daughter the face of this mural, representation of the past, the present, and the future to be. I spent a lot of time talking to a lot of youth. I coached some Little League football, and I deal with a lot of youth in my travels. I work on houses and stuff, and to have my daughter face there to represent something that I spent a lot of time in is an honor to have. And my kid over here that talks my ear off is being extra shy right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Julia Bottoms. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate everybody being here. I know it's hot and you guys are awesome for coming out, so I really am grateful to see everybody. I want to thank a few people specifically. Of course, my incredible model, Tiffany, and her father, Tyrone. All of our community partners, especially Angie and the Moslows. This was a long, long journey for us with a lot of obstacles. And making art like this is really just close to my heart. I love doing community projects. I love something that's going to beautify spaces that people see every day. So I'm just so grateful for all the work that you guys put in to make it come to fruition. I also want to, of course, thank our Girl Scout members. I do have some certificates if they're here today, so just to acknowledge them. I want to thank the Juneteenth Committee and Mr. Price. I'm going to talk a little bit about what they contributed, but the symbolism, a lot of that came from a great conversation I had with Mr. Price, and he was just generous with his wisdom, so it really enhanced what you see in front of you now. I also want to acknowledge the family of William Gaiter that's here, and I'm just thankful that you guys came out as well. I grew up knowing about that legacy, of course, but it's awesome to be able to contribute something and have others continue to know that legacy. So I'm really happy to be a part of that. I just want to take a moment to read a little bit about some of the elements of the mural, because I know some people are curious. The focal point is Tiffany, who holds the Pan-African flag, wearing a t-shirt that celebrates the establishment of the parkway. Tiffany represents the future and all the beauty ahead for us. She is surrounded by a variety of symbols. These symbols came from three main sources: the Girl Scout troops, the surrounding community members, and information from Mr. Price and the Juneteenth Committee about the work of Build. All of the symbols are rendered in this childlike sort of symbolism that you see, and it reflects some of the direct mark making that the children contributed. So somebody mentioned the goat. I think it's a buffalo, but and some of the other elements came directly from some of the sketches that the Girl Scouts contributed, which I think is really special and makes it only more and more enhanced. You'll also see things like some are reflections on what freedom means for each person. Some of them are markers of our history. You see an ice cream cone where a little girl shared that freedom meant for her sharing a treat with her family. You see a swatch of fabric being sewn representing the community members' reflection on the importance of handmade items in relation to Juneteenth. You see a megaphone and a bus and coins representing the powerful work of Build and the legacy of William Gaiter and those community leaders who paved the way for all of us. This mural is about the legacies of the past, but it's also about how we can dream of a vision for a better future. It celebrates the wisdom of our elders and the imagination of our youth. Both make up a beautiful community, and both are part of our rich story. It's been an honor for me to create this mural, and I really hope everybody that passes it enjoys it. I hope it enhances the community, and thank you for welcoming me into this community here on Norfolk and being able to make artwork in your home. So thank you.